First time in almost 8 months, I am squatting. Can't believe it. Up on the bar, 245. Getting about 2 reps here. I contemplated going for a 3rd rep, but let's not push our luck because the fact I'm even squatting is just crazy. This is my 2nd ACL surgery. Things were a lot harder, so I had to be very, very careful, and I just wanted to avoid this. I avoided running, doing everything I could to make sure I preserve whatever little cartilage I had left on my knee. And right at the end, thought about it, but I was like, nah, let me go ahead and rack it. Let me leave it on a good note. Before I even started to work out, I did do 155 pounds for 10 reps. So that was set 2. This is set 3. I'm getting another 245 by 2. Trying to go relatively slow, little baby pause, not too much, but just working on some controlled reps. Going forward, I don't even know if I'm going to be squatting that much. Usually I would do it every 2 or 3 years just to see what I got. I do a lot of lunges. I do a lot of step ups, reverse lunges, ton of Bulgarian split squats, but just wanted to kind of go back to some of my early days, what I used to do back when I was a teenager, and get into some squatting. So over here, I'm doing about 205, getting about 3, working the pauses, going as low as I can. I have the safety pins there. Generally, when I'm going super heavy, for me, this is super heavy right now, about 8 months post ACL surgery, I will sometimes dump it. So if I'm doing a heavy reverse lunge or a squat, I do go push to envelope. I am not afraid to, fail. And that's part of the reason why I've had a lot of success in growing my legs, is because I will sometimes push it to failure. I remember the very first time I did a reverse lunge at a LA Fitness forever ago, and I was doing, I think 95 pounds, and I did 2 reps, and I failed, and the bar came crashing down onto the safety pin. So I love using safety pins. Here, finishing up, this is the last set. I think I lost count, so anytime I lose count, I'll always do like 1 or 2 more. I think my goal was 6. I ended up getting 7. And here I'm actually kind of behind the pins because I was able to sit a little bit lower. When the weight's a little bit heavier, I still go pretty low, but when I do have a weight I'm very, very controlled with, here's 175, felt really good about it, so I'm able to actually go a little bit deeper. I am religiously wearing the knee sleeves. I love the feeling of that extra added compression at the very bottom of the movement. It kind of gives me that little recoil, helps me spring out of the bottom. I don't think I'm ever gonna not squat without knee sleeves these days, because I don't know if the surgeon was trying to scare me, but he was probably being honest, saying I have no cartilage, almost no cartilage left in my knee. So I just have to be super careful with what I'm doing. Like I said, don't know how often I'll be squatting, but this was just pretty cool. It was like a test just to see if I could do it. I did pretty well. I'm very happy with it, and squats were a success.